What the frick is this, bro? Bro, it's coming right at him. Hello? Is it coming right at him? I can't tell. What is that, bro? Oh, I thought that was the missile. I thought that was... I was like, it's not moving. It's the sun.
Moron. Moron. They gotta stop letting y'all blow in from Stupid Town, man. I'm not gonna lie, like... it's overcapacity over here, bro. We already got enough stupid bulls, bro. Such an idiot. Man, y'all should already know what it is at this point. Of course, Hassan is of course opening up his mouth again, saying dumb John, as well as y'all should know, covering for his orbiters, because you know they got a bit of a lawsuit going on. Y'all already know how it gets down, so of course we ain't wasting no more time, because we know what we're in for. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything every single time. Let's get right into it. You already know. Shout out my glorious king, my swap king, more Pegasus. We got They Are Not Desperate After Losing Everything. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, showed a little bit more Pegasus. Let's get right into it. You already know what we on. Yo, y'all see the... Bro, I swear, if this jump try to blitz me one more time, y'all gonna see the crack. Y'all gonna see the crash of the century. It's gonna be hefty one of these days, and it's not gonna be because of one of these bulls. Funny enough. Alright, what are we good? Alright, say no more. Say no more. Let's do it.
Welcome back to a series so good it makes you forget the existential dread of the world. In today's video, Hassan is now trying to pretend women in Iran are not oppressed because it suits his politics. As usual, everybody is calling him stupid for this. Streamer Denims, Kaceytron, and Frogan are all losing their minds.
Oh my gosh.
After being sued by Ethan. Hassan has somehow reached record levels of stupidity and a bunch of more updates.
I think he surpassed it.
Subscribe to be on the winning side of history, and let's begin with Hassan once again showing that he has severe brain damage. Hassan is catching heat for his take about women in Iran. Chatter sent him a message claiming Iranian women are not allowed to post dances on TikTok. You're joking, right?
Iranian women can't post TikTok dances? What? That's a joke, right? You're saying that as a joke, right? Because, one, I don't think that's a metric for women's liberty. And two, they abso-fucking-lutely can. What are you talking about? What the fuck? I mean, they can't right now because the internet's shut off. But
I was just about to say, like, dude knows for 100%, Hassan.
But I think that's what it is. Ay, ay, ay. Bro, one thing I know about Persians is they can't stop dancing. Iran is footloose.
And of course, Hassan is just the expert on Iran. If you guys didn't actually know, Iran is the leading champion of women's rights in the world. In fact, women are given $10,000 for existing there, actually. Not like women literally get arrested for dancing there.
Iran arrests 2 women for dancing in cemetery report. Under rules imposed after the 1979 Islamic Revolution, women must cover their hair and neck and wear loose-fitting clothes in public. They are not allowed to dance in public places.
Are actually very oppressed. So I explained this in one of my previous videos, but the only reason Hassan is glazing Iran is because number one, it's against Israel and America, and he obviously hates both. And number two, Iran supports and funds the terrorist organizations that he loves so much, including Hamas, the Houthis, and Hezbollah, all three of which
the perfect trio. Isn't it for Hassan?
Hassan has shown open support for. Again, I'm talking about the death cult leaders and not the actual Iranian people. And because it's convenient to his politics, Hassan will ignore any oppression and pretend it's not there, just like he pretended grapes never happened. Hassan's chat room is beyond echo chamber. It's augmented reality, where they imagine what the outside world would look like in a way they like it. That is
Yo, them heads are living in a simulation. It's gotta be the way. The way they're spouting that fucking bullshit.
It's so well put. Unrelenting, uneducated midwit, dancing in public is prohibited since 1979, seen as a violation of Islamic law. It is explicitly illegal. His laugh is like nails on a chalkboard. Never underestimate the arrogance of a midwit, but at least he said Tehran like my mom says Barcelona. Leftists work so hard to virtue signal over Israel's atrocities just so they can firmly defend crimes against humanity that are committed by enemies of the USA. That's what I'm talking about.
Quite literally, bro. Like, you're sitting, you're sitting over here, like, glazing up these fools. You know, all this different jazz. Meanwhile, at the same time, brother, whose flag is your favorite? Like, yo, what are we sitting here doing? It is every time with him.
These people don't care. They just want their side to win all the time. And Hassan's side happens to be everything that is anti-American. Here we got somebody asking Grok, can women in Iran post dance videos to TikTok? In Iran, women face strict legal and cultural restrictions that impact their ability to post dance videos on TikTok. Public dancing by women is illegal under Article 637 of the Islamic Penal Code, which criminalizes acts against public modesty. Classic Hassan laughing at actual oppression. Additionally, women are required to wear a hijab in public, and uncovering their hair in videos can lead to arrest or punishment.
Wonder what Hassan has to say about this.
Yeah, it's very progressive, actually. Imagine the level of cognitive dissonance you have to be this extreme pride supporter and like extreme leftist Hassan fan, while also somehow just ignoring all these atrocities. Anyways, Asmongold responded,
If a woman can't express herself by dancing, that's absolutely a type of expression that you can't do. Yeah, absolutely.
What are you talking about?
Iranian couple handed prison sentence for dancing. Iranian woman arrested for dancing. Iran arrests 2 young women for dancing in cemetery. Hard to say why. Was it because it's a cemetery? Not long ago, 2 people in the cemetery of martyrs in Tehran, disregarding the sacred site, recorded a clip with inappropriate clothing and movements that were outside of the custom of Sharia.
Hello, Hassan Diddy Piker here. Actually, it seems very
Mr. Hamas Diddy Osama bin Laden Baby O Houthi Piker.
liberal to me, guys. Very progressive. Actually, I have changed my stances. Let us jail people for dancing. Remember, guys, grapes never happened. I never saw any forensic evidence on October 7. Let me ask you
I swear, this full of similar names. Mr. Forensics or it didn't happen, Piker.
this question. Is there forensic evidence of women being jailed because of dancing?
Oh, he's such a fucking idiot.
I need the data. I will personally cross-examine, actually. Yeah, so if it wasn't clear, Hassan will basically ignore any injustice as long as it's on his side.
He said, actually, I got my microscope on standby. I'll be the one to check this out. Stupid ass. Like,
It is just the classic Hassan book of propaganda. Hassan should honestly write like a textbook, you know, just like how to create like
he shouldn't write anything. Just like he shouldn't say anything.
an echo chamber cult. Hassan is being paid by Iran. Nothing else explains his moronic takes. Send both of them to Iran. Now, it turns out apparently Hassan is getting super scared of reacting to videos now because Ethan sued his little minions, and now Hassan is just terrified.
Keela Klein, co-host of the H3 podcast.
What is this, bro? Is this drama? How to girl boss a side?
Is this drama? Because I can never participate in these petty dramas, even though I do literally every fucking day.
Is there a broader point here? Because I don't really care to fucking offer any sort of attention. I personally don't fucking care to even entertain Ethan Klein at this point. Like, the attention goes away even for a little bit.
I wonder why that is. Probably because you get owned every time. But
And then his goal is to try and use like whatever he has. In this circumstance, he has money. He still has money.
you have money.
I don't think Teddy Fresh is doing all that well, but he still has like old school YouTube money and some of the Teddy Fresh money that he had in the past. So he's using the last remaining fucking money that he has to basically create legal drama against people who are much smaller as content creators than he is, with frivolous litigation that will...
Frivolous litigation. What did they do, Hassan? Weren't they blatantly wrong? But you would never admit that. You would never admit anything you've done wrong, or anything any of your orbiters have done wrong, or anything that your G-boys have done wrong. Very interesting.
most likely be tossed aside by any competent judge.
Yeah, Hassan, when did you become a lawyer, actually? They literally admitted
Exactly.
it was theft, bro. They are not getting away with this shit. Also, if you remember, basically
Exactly.
Hassan would always react to any of his orbiters' videos, but now he's so deathly scared of Ethan because of the lawsuit, he's coming up with an excuse to not talk about it anymore, and it's just lovely to see this guy swarm. Also, I don't know why he's pretending like Ethan Klein is broke suddenly. Of course, I don't know their finances exactly, but as a fellow creator, I can estimate, and keep in mind, Ethan was like getting more viewers than Hassan for some streams. I'm not sure how it is now. And he has other businesses as well, merch and stuff. So I imagine he's pretty well off. He might even be richer than Hassan. I don't really know or care. It's just funny for Hassan to pretend that he's somehow broke and he needs like attention or something. Ironically, the only broke people here is your head moderator, Frogan. And
I was about to say, yo, it's your orbiters.
Kaceytron, of course, who spends all her money on smoking. Then he just brings up slop tubers again, living rent-free as always.
Oh man, the Trump administration is paying us off. That's tough.
Because even the fucking slop tuber orbiters that he has cultivated at this point have been turning around and saying this is really boring. I believe in the copyright lawsuits that he has launched against Denims, Frogan, and Kaceytron. He mentions my name, I think 150 plus times, even calling me the Grand Mufti of Palestine that was like homies with Adolf Hitler. What the f does that have to do with copyright, man?
Well, to be fair, I think you're a pretty big part of the whole drama and essential to building the story, which is...
These fools are all doing this on like your behalf. They're all doing this so they could be higher, like in the hierarchy, in your orbit. They all want what you have, your clout, your money. They all want to be literally you. Of course you have something to do with this. Like, bro, it's so hilarious.
Just kind of why you were mentioned there. And there's a lot of side info about your general anti-Semitic behavior, and I assume he's trying to cook up some argument. Obviously, I'm not the lawyer or anything, but I'm not gonna pretend to understand this sort of stuff like Hassan does. Also, can this guy stop crying about slop tubers? Dude, we would not have any content if you just didn't F up regularly on a...
Thank you. Thank you, Pegasus. Because this is what I keep saying. What do I come and say every time? Daily slops, because you know Hassan opened up his mouth. Like, yo, brother, if you would stop saying absolutely dumb shit, hey, I'm not going to lie, man. You probably see less of these slop tubers that are paid off against the Trump administration. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you, bruv. But he'll never learn that. Yeah, he loves saying dumb shit, man. This is his what's the name? This is his skill, bro. This is the shit he's most talented at.
A daily basis. Now, if you thought Hassan couldn't get any stupider, he apparently thought the sun was a fucking missile.
What the frick is this, bro? Bro, it's coming right at him. Hello? Is it coming right at him? I can't tell. What is that, bro? Oh, I thought that was the missile. I thought that was... I was like, it's not moving. It's the sun.
Moron. Moron. They gotta stop letting y'all blow in from Stupid Town, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's overcapacity over here, bro. We already got enough stupid bulls, bro. Such an idiot.
Thank you, Hassan, once again for that brilliant analysis. An expert in warfare, an expert in any topic he talks about, actually. The political guru, the person the layman should be going to for their political opinions. The expert in analysis by Hassan, the PhD Twitch streamer here. Dude, how can anybody actually watch this guy, bro? You can't be serious.
You'd be surprised, but his G-boys, they sure do let me know how much they love watching him.
Honestly, we might have...
And sucking his dick, but
already been taken over by AI, and there's just a bunch of fucking programmed bots watching him at all times, and the people you see IRL have brain chips implanted in them that makes them follow him without questioning anything. That's just a theory, because I don't want to pretend that people can be this level of stupid. And let's not forget where he thought Arma 3 was actual war footage.
This show was so dumb. He's like, wait, what does this game? Oh my god, dang it.
They lit that fucking thing up. Look at the traces. It's Arma. Oh, god damn it!
Anyways, let's move on.
he just only continues to prove how stupid he is.
To the biggest rising star streamer, Frogan. She made this tweet: Ethan Klein is suing me for reacting to a video about myself. I've made a GoFundMe to raise funds for my legal defense. And then she's attached to GoFundMe. So here we are on Frogan's lawsuit defense fund, and it turns out she's raised $25,000.
Sheesh, it's gone up that much since starting? Huh, funny enough. But yeah, either way, regardless of this factor, yeah, it costs way more, especially in the lawyer fees department, to go through with a lawsuit. I ain't gonna lie, especially these copyright Johns. So 25 ain't enough. It's definitely a chunk of change. Let me tell you, someone individually donated 10K. Dumbass. But yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more than this.
And you can see that this was only done by 499 donations, and we got this random guy called Scott donating $10,000. I don't know if this is like a Hassan alt or whoever is simping for this person, but that's just crazy to me. So obviously $25,000 is not nearly enough money for her daily grocery bill. You thought I was talking about the lawsuit? Come on.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You're gonna need a little bit more walking into McDonald's.
Come on, dog. We all know this money's gone straight to McDonald's. So here's what she said. After nearly 2 years of a targeted harassment campaign against me, yes, everything's about you, Ethan Klein has now escalated it into suing me for reacting to his video on Hassan and myself on his video titled Content Nuke Hassan. This fundraiser is to cover any and all legal...
This is what I was saying in the initial vid too. Like, bro, like, why is she saying and myself? This video, you are in 10 minutes of the video, Frogan. She keeps acting like a third of the video is about her. You are irrelevant.
Fees associated with this complaint, any counterclaims I may have against him, or and any other bills and personal expenses from lost wages and damages arising.
And then again, personal expenses. Like, what do you mean? Nah, bro. Isn't this John for your, like, again, legal fees? Like, yo, your lawsuit Johns? Like, what do you mean personal expenses? That John. Hey, bro. You know what? Again, if Hassan's G-boys want to keep funding you niggas, that's fair to them. All I'm gonna tell him is, it's some dumb shit.
From this litigation. Okay, so again, it seems like it's all Ethan fans here. After nearly 2 years of a targeted harassment campaign against Ethan Klein, he has now escalated into suing me. There, I fixed your opening statement. And the $5 is for my boy Ethan family. Here's $5. I can't give it a lot, but any amount I can add to the Ethan Klein Victory Fund, I will gladly contribute. Here's $5 for Ethan. Don't eat it!
Yeah, that's actually, that one right there be a violation. But anyway, yeah, I keep telling heads, like, yo, bro, it's funny that heads are doing this, and obviously, like, yo, it's the troll, and like, yo, these heads are like, she's so obviously, like, probably like H3 heads, like, yo, they're supporting Ethan. But still, even to that factor, yo, this money is gonna be used to try to fight against, like, yo, don't fund this, yo.
I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna read that. This should be dismissed by court. I can see a reason it would be a valid case. Either way, you should counter sue for the same argument in his video about you. He shouldn't be able to sue you for a video that you responded that was based on you. Also, fair use. Okay.
It wasn't based on her. It literally 10 minutes again of the hour 43 video was on her. Like, can we be serious?
Then we got the actual bunch of idiots. Now, Frogan responded again saying, I'm genuinely speechless at the level of support this has received. Thank you so much for helping me out. It means the world and beyond to me. There is no way she said the world and beyond. Indeed, guys, the support is absolutely out of this world, out of this galaxy.
It's like, yo, you wouldn't be in this scenario if you weren't such, again, like a clout-hungry dumbass. Like, what are we talking about?
Actually, there's no way. She has to be a fan. Everybody's a fan. I'm telling you. Hassan and his goon squad are all jerking it to the series. The absolute legendary saga. Here's what people are saying. Can't wait to see your ass living out of a box. It would have to be a pretty big box. Don't worry, you don't need that. GoFundMe. Your politically aligned friend is a millionaire. Surely it will help you. And it was...
He's not helping shit. Again, all these niggas are throwaways.
So let's move on to the first orbiting moon. Female Hassan, also known as Denims. Basically, somebody posted a clip of her literally months before, gloating about Ethan not suing her. And this clip aged horribly.
How's the lawsuit going? Nowhere, because Ethan Klein's too much of a sue me. Because he knows he'll lose. I love these people.
Interesting.
People though that are like, any day now.
Why didn't y'all tell me, bro? Come on, bro. This is a sin right here. We can't be covering the talent.
Oh, any day now. He's gonna sue. He's gonna sue. Chat. Just a reminder, by the way. Just a reminder. After he paraded on the internet about how he was gonna sue me and he wanted to sue me, Guess what? Still no lawsuit. Oh my god, he's so bitch made. I'm actually pretty certain that his lawyer told him to stop going after me. His lawyer most likely said, dude, like,
I'm pretty certain your lawyer right now really gonna tell you you're done.
you, like, need to stop. Like, you actually need to stop. Whatever, you think I'm an idiot? You think I'm the dumbest person
You are an idiot, and you definitely are one of the dumbest people alive.
alive? That's fine. Go read the lawsuit. Maybe if you don't want to respect me, you can go respect a judge and a lawyer.
Oh my god. Well, you can't really say that she didn't ask for this. You literally called him a bitch. So, you know, he was just kind of
Said he was bitch made, said he wasn't on shit, he wasn't gonna do the lawsuit, and bam, you got served your papers. How you feeling about that? Put some respect on the lover babes. We would never say this junk to them. You already know how we get down. It's all love. How you feeling about that, bitch? Yo, that shit is hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bruh. Yeah, this is exactly what she get, bro. I don't know what the fuck has been going on. That Hassan dick got you too high. That snark shit got you too high. I don't know where the fuck this shit is coming from, but you need to tone it down, and it has been toned down. Them papers got your ass real fucking silent. Like, what are we talking about?
playing ball. And now suddenly, Denims is just deleting all her shit, you know, panicking, trying to crowdfund money when you yourself said that you would self-fund any lawsuits going forward. I don't know. It's just a bit
This GoFundMe right here ain't looking too self-funded.
of an L. And I can't wait till that smug look is absolutely wiped off her face. Now, this next part, she literally admits that she was stealing and that what she did was theft and just completely destroys her case.
Here, we'll make this on a grander scale. If you check your bank account and like Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50, you might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50, and you see that and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much. All right. I don't really care that much. If some old lady on the street is like, hey, you know, do you have change for a $10 bill? Nobody carries cash around. But like, do you have change for a $10 bill? I just need to pay the meter. And she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, you know, times are so tough right now, but you know, got to pay the meter. And you keep the 50. See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse.
Wait, what? Am I stupid? Nah, she's just stupid. But, yo, in this case, where's the transaction? The meter costs 10. She give you 50. What is the transaction here?
The 50? See how one of those feels hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, you know, times are so tough right now, but you know, got to pay the meter. And you keep the 50? See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone.
Why the fuck is she giving you $50? What? This is so stupid. What the fuck? Yo, why the fuck is she giving you $50 instead of $10? This doesn't make any sense.
Who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels
What?
worse. We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally.
This is why I fucking hate watching. Yo, like, this doesn't make any sense. I don't get how the grandmoms is saying times is tough and they're handing you $50. That doesn't make any fucking sense. If the meter's 10, she would bring $10.
Worse. It's theft regardless.
Oh my god, she...
And then, funny enough, that dumbass analogy that she tried to make is like regardless. Funny enough, regardless of that dumbass analogy being made, yeah, she just admitted plainly and outright, yeah, you were trying to maliciously steal the video and steal views away from it. Like, you're oh my god, she really, the self-owned queen, Denims TV for you. Like, bro, it is just, oh my god.
You know, I want her to fail and everything, but just seeing this level of stupidity is just like, oh my god, if I was a lawyer, I'd be like...
It's mind-melting. It's astonishing at some points. It's like, yo, wow, you're genuinely this fucking stupid.
Please shut up. Please shut up. Oh my god. So let me get this straight. You are now on camera admitting that what you did was theft. You actually cannot be this dumb. There is just no way.
No,
this is what happens when you have 0 brain cells and you made all of your money off OnlyFans. Don't worry, guys. I'm just
Sucking Hassan's cock. Anyway.
Stealing from Ethan because he's rich, you know? I would actually feel bad if I was stealing from a smaller creator. This is the classic Hassan squad argument again. It's okay to burn cars and loot Apple stores because these people are rich. First off, stealing is never okay, obviously. Second off, somehow Ethan is being compared to, like, I don't know, fucking Amazon or something. If you look at the bigger picture, yes, Ethan is rich, but he still has a relatively small business. He is considered a small business. He has a bunch of employees, sure, but it's nowhere near to like a mega company. If you had any chance
Like a huge corporation like that, yeah.
in this case at all, you just completely destroyed it. Now, basically, people were calling her out for deleting all her stuff on like YouTube and Twitch and stuff, and then she responded saying that her reaction is now available on her Twitch profile, as if to sort of own the people, right? But there's a catch here.
Yeah, if you go to my channel right now, you can see videos, highlights. And here it is. This is the highlight that I uploaded so that I could have it on record. I guess I must have had the thought already before to do this, but yeah, it's right here. And here is the entire reaction that I had to the content puke. If you guys are ever curious to go look at it.
Right, guys, she just uploaded.
You're still saying this, hun. You're about to be 30 years old. Aren't you like 28? Just say content, dude. Come on. Like, this is the same childish shit that Hassan is doing. Like, that's come on.
The entire reaction. Wow, I wonder why she would do that. Oh wait, turns out she actually left out the most important part in her so-called highlight here. In fact, she cut the main thing out that Ethan is suing her for. Well guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here. So this was like the most damning part of what she said here. And she conveniently cut this out. And now she's trying to tell her one remaining fan that, yeah, well, I'm just re-uploading it
G-boy in the waiting room.
just as it is. Nice try, you absolute moron. You got caught again. So anyways, Asmongold responded.
Because Ethan Klein's too much of a sue me? Because he knows. How's the lawsuit going? Nowhere, because Ethan Klein's too much of a.
Can someone remind me why
Yeah, that hurts even worse.
Ethan Klein is suing Denims but not XQC? How can so many people be so retarded?
If you enjoyed
It's a good question. Still trying to find the answer.
not giving any views to that terrible video,
Didn't somebody comment on this? This is Legal Mindset commenting on this.
Lonesome Poet says, just got here and wondering if what Ethan did is considered entrapment. Sorry, and once again, I want to explain this stuff. I'm just laughing in general. So, and that's not a thing. You're probably thinking about like police entrapment or something else different. This is not criminal. This is copyright infringement. So no, there's no such thing in the law. It's enforcing your right. And I use the
Shout out, should have loved the legal mindset. I ain't gonna lie.
example once again of the house. It's like putting an alarm on your house. Is that trapping the burglar? No.
Dude, you know you're cooked when the YouTube lawyers are going after you. But yeah, we talked about this as well. This case obviously does not fall under entrapment in any way. You are always allowed to safeguard your own copyright. That is not considered like trapping anyone. If I'm not mistaken, that was like a Hassan argument that every one of his orbiters ran with.
or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation.
Well, it's a good thing the way that you feel about something isn't the way the law is. Well, I feel differently about this. It's okay when I do it.
We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless.
Well, you already know. Well, kids can't remember anything, you know what I'm saying, before the age of 3 or like past the age of 3 or whatever. And you want to know why? Because, I'm the example. Like, that shit is so stupid, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Regardless, we're talking about what is morally worse. It's theft regardless.
You can tell she doesn't have a lawyer.
Don't worry, guys. Denims will be crowdfunding the lawyer as well. She's gonna ask one of her simp moderators to do it for her. Dude, I can't wait till these flippin' losers all go broke, bro. The most vile, disgusting
Well, that'll be pretty soon.
people out there who want to do real-world harm over an internet argument. Like, they wanted to go after Ethan's kids and shit. And now, you know, you reap what you sow. You get what you flippin' deserve. You wanted to play hardball? You got hardball. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't have lawyers
Nah, this is the hardest ball, let me tell you.
right now, because I can't see any normal, like, well-meaning lawyer allowing you to do that shit unless she just ignored what they said. But anyways, she then tries to pretend
I
that
wouldn't be
Ethan
surprised.
is the one who doesn't have lawyers, actually, even though he's literally gone to court in the past and won.
I am not going to litigate this case on the internet. I'm going to litigate this case in a court of law. Okay? What I will do, however,
I'm about to say, yeah, no shit. You're on a lawsuit. You have no other choice.
is show you guys how bad this video is that he made, and second, how bad this document is. And after reading it, I am starting to be concerned that a lot of it was actually...
If it's so bad, why you feel the need to start like a GoFundMe and so heftily too? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I think it's pretty serious.
written by Ethan, what's 10 divided by 10, Klein.
Yeah, I don't know if this strategy of pretending you have the high ground is gonna work, but I think this is one quality
It doesn't matter if it's gonna work or not, because she just doesn't have the high ground.
unique to this specific Hassan orbiter. She absolutely loves gloating. This is just her thing. She loves to act extremely, extremely smug. Oh, Ethan is never gonna sue me. Literally sues her. Same thing right now. Oh, Ethan doesn't have lawyers. Oh, he's not gonna win this. I just want to see her reaction when she loses the case. Also, let's not forget the elephant in the room. She admitted it was theft, bro. Like, there's no coming back from this. You're cooked. Every single clip I've ever seen of Denims makes her look like an evil and obnoxious bitch.
Probably because she is. Yeah.
Denims has been so confidently wrong about everything regarding this situation. So Ethan also responded with just like a cringe emoji. Anyways, now Asmon talks about the lawsuit.
Ethan, please stream this lawsuit. Please stream it. Please stream it so I can react.
I was about to say, yeah, he wants to farm it like how he farmed Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard.
Please, I need this, man. I really
I do too, baby. I do too, baby.
need this. They can cry, they can bitch, they can get mad, they can act like they're, how can you say something bad about me when I'm when I'm trying to fight against a genocide? That's not gonna work in a court of law.
I was about to say, yeah, in a court of law, the conflict, it's very bad, and obviously there are many bad things happening within it. And like I say all the time, it's like that people are losing their family members, especially like innocent civilians are losing their family and all that. But yeah, within this lawsuit, within these terms, yeah, Israel Palestine not getting you out of this one. I'm not gonna hold you. You're gonna have to take this one to the chin.
And so they really should worry. They should be worried, because the entire apparatus that supports them is completely artificial. It's totally artificial and it's retarded. So the moment that you have...
Yeah, again, like I say, it's all Hassan G boys just trying to be him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to copy his rhetoric to the T's, but when situations really get serious, bro, none of these fools actually got your backs. They only got your... better yet, got your backs because you're just one of the many heads in this hierarchy of sucking his cock being a G-boy that actually has some relative platform. Like, bro, what are we talking about?
Of people that actually, give a shit about reality, this immediately is going to fall apart. And so don't you dare criticize me during a genocide. Exactly. Their incomes this year is about to get genocided. Yeah, you're right. She said she's countersuing for doxing her, which I don't think he did. I don't think so either. And I think that if they do anything about it, or they try to get it shut down, it's just going to make it worse. Once things like this start happening, usually they keep happening. And so, like, I feel like they're basically cooked no matter what. And, that's it.
They are.
Perfect time to ventilate. Denims raised 15K. For Ethan, that's nice of her to do that. It really is.
It's just on my quest to make my attorney generational wealth. Yo, that job had me crying, bro, but it was so true.
Yep, that's really the best part. All of this money is either getting eaten up by lawyers or going straight to Ethan. But anyways, that's some poetic justice here, and the politics excuse is finally coming to an end. How many times have these absolute losers stood on the grave of Palestinians and said, oh, whatever the heck I'm doing is justified, including supporting committing crimes because of genocide or whatever excuse they had. People are waking up and people are tired of this bullshit. Then Asmon talks about Twitch permabanning them.
So anyway, ego overrides logic, yeah. And if the thing is that what I think the real master stroke of this is that if they get convicted of this and they get in trouble of it, Twitch might actually ban their accounts permanently because they were using, and again, proven in a court of law, that they were using the Twitch terms of service as a tool to facilitate breaking the law. right? Like literally, I think Twitch could be in a legal situation where they would have to do that. I don't know.
But do you think it'll push it that far? That's the question. I mean, if they do, I mean, would that boy be hilarious? It would. But yeah, I don't think it'll go that far.
Know that. I'm not certain about it, but there's a possibility, right? Bro, cut that thumbnail. I'm just saying, right? Civil, not criminal, though. It doesn't matter because it can still be used as evidence that Twitch doesn't care about people doing this if something bad happens in the future, right? It's the precedent that it sets, not necessarily the fact that it happens, right? Like, I mean, the thing itself, like, I don't think Twitch really cares one way or another, but like, it's the precedent and that issue more than anything else.
Honestly, Dan would never do this out of his own volition. He's too stuck on Hassan's sack, of course.
Just polishing that nigga's pole.
But if a court of law forced him to do it, then nothing is really impossible. But yeah, that argument can definitely be made, and it would be ironic if they got banned before Asmongold, who is definitely hated by Twitch. And the day Hassan gets permabanned, bro, I might actually throw a party. I feel like everybody should be invited. That shit would go harder than the Super Bowl. And don't worry, it won't be a Diddy party. That's a Hassan Piker exclusive. Now, XQC also talked about his experience with Denims and how she treated him while he was getting sued by his ex-girlfriend. Just some context if you didn't know, XQC went through a very public breakup in which his ex was, you know, trying to take 50% of his assets and claimed they are married, and when they actually weren't or something. It was really messy, and she was pretty crazy. And of course, Denims immediately goes to the side of women equals good.
Yeah, I was looking at a thread about like,
and that part of her, like, I don't know what is that called? I don't know, like another shield. Like, she'll go in the part of women because it helps push her narrative. But if these women obviously like weren't on the side of something that could help her push her narrative, she would not give a fuck whatsoever. It's like, bro, it's just the slimiest shit. But obviously this is a casual everyday thing for Denims and the rest of these niggas in orbit.
the whole like Ethan lawsuit, whatever, right? And it hit me out of nowhere because I completely forgot, right? This Denims person that was being weird and antagonizing me in real life at that party about the lawsuit when I was going through it, right? Hey buddy, enjoy the legal bill and enjoy the lawsuit. You fucking deserve it, you absolute lord. Hey, enjoy the fat fucking bill, you moron. Holy shit, I think.
Yo, nah, the fat bill, you moron, is actually insane work. So I'm not even gonna said, you fucking idiot. Yo, take this bill to the chin, dumbass.
Oh man, I mean, revenge for XQC, I guess. But not surprised that Denims would do that. She seems like the type to hop on any drama ever to support the wrong side. Women equals
Every time.
correct, unless you're Jewish. Then you don't qualify for Denim sympathies. Denims here obviously got a PhD in empathy. She got her personal lessons from Professor iDubbbz. So if
Mr. Soy Dubs himself.
her OnlyFans income goes directly to Ethan to pay for the legal fees and damages from violating copyright, and she has no other actual income otherwise, does that make Ethan her pimp now? Technically, it's true. Anyways, let's move on to Kaceytron, the person that literally nobody knew about before this drama started. So here
You said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Ethan taking in the inspiration of Jack Doherty? Oh boy.
we have a tweet by Kaceytron playing victim. Support my GoFundMe. A short rant. I am so tired. My entire existence on Twitch after I started 13 years ago has been incel harassment campaign after incel harassment campaign.
Of course.
Yeah, tell it to the judge. Men with much larger audiences than me have harassed, defamed, slandered, swatted, cyberstalked, and tried to get me to neck myself for a decade.
But Ethan is not one of them, so what are we talking about here and how is this relevant? Like, what are we talking about? Y'all love trying to push this, like, narrative that Ethan is an incel, which still makes no sense at all because, again, involuntary celibate doesn't make sense with a wife and 3 children, but I mean, sure. What, misogynist? Y'all don't know what that means. It means you're prejudiced against all women. You have an unreasonable and, what's the other word? Yeah, it's an unreasonable overall hatred for women. He does not have that. Again, wife. Like, what are we talking about? Like, yo, this is just some BS to farm sympathy. Like, yo, Kaceytron, You got cooked. You spent more time in the video hitting the bong than you did actually giving commentary. You're taking this to the chin. Like, what are we talking about?
Through these endeavors, very few of my peers have supported me because they don't want to evoke the same hate. It's been extremely isolating. I've been thrown to the wolves to fend for myself. Now, a millionaire has specifically chosen me as a target for a frivolous lawsuit, not only because they know I don't have the monetary means to defend myself, but because they knew that targeting specifically me would evoke the support of extremely large incel audience.
Yeah, no, he doesn't give a fuck about the insults. It's because you maliciously tried to steal views away from his video.
Audiences who would once again harass me in math. Of course, it was targeted you so that we would wake up the incels, obviously. What a complete moron. Oh my god, you are not the main character.
What the fuck? Yo, that shit was so funny on the pod episode. That shit was hilarious.
Biggest fear in all of this is that I will once again be left to fend for myself as mass harassment campaigns slander and harass my character. I'm also fearful of my financial future and my ability to provide for my family. Being told
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense considering you're about to get rinsed in this lawsuit.
relentlessly that you're gonna lose everything and have generational debt for the rest of your life must be fun. Well, that's literally the shit people neck themselves over. Of course you play the card that, oh, I'm gonna neck my dude. You can't just do that anytime you're criticized. I often cope with humor. You do? When has this woman ever been funny? As most people who have overcome hard obstacles in their lives do, but I've reached my breaking point and acknowledge I need more help.
You got that same humor as Ian. None.
I'm hoping to be back streaming Wednesday. Love how you're making it seem like a random attack, not how you broke fair use. Now,
Exactly.
here we are on her GoFundMe page, and turns out she's raised the least money out of Frogan, and then she raised
That would make sense.
lesser money than Frogan. You actually cannot be serious. Ay, 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 ay.
That's just pathetic.
Ay, ay, you're cooked. 9% funded. Ay, ay, ay. It's a 100K goal, which is not even enough, I don't think. Let's see the donation.
Not even close to enough. Enough for what? Maybe to give the lawyer a handshake.
We got 65 bucks. Hey Kaceytron, I heard about you a couple days ago when this happened. Wish you all the best. Please do what you're doing. You seem like a really fun person. Nah, this has got to be dead internet theory, bro. There's no way. You got this, girl. I hope
She doesn't.
Ethan and his settler lawyer are embarrassed. Of course, settler lawyer. That's crazy. Anyways, responding to that tweet playing victim, I think I speak for the entire internet when I say we do not care. Literally cry about it.
We do not care.
Smoke up a storm or something to cope, whatever you want. You absolutely deserve this. You're a vile person. You violated fair use. You wanted to steal his content. Now, out of nowhere, Anissa Joma, or iDubbbz' husband, has chimed in saying Kaceytron is objectively the funniest person on the internet.
And Yoko, you are objectively the dumbest person on the internet. Moving on.
It turns out they're all in some sort of a weird competition because all three of them have started fundraisers, right? So somebody who donates to one is likely not going to donate to the other because
Exactly. They all share the same audience, especially Denims and Frogan, because, ooh, they're orbiters.
you know, you have a limited amount of money. So it's funny that the three Hassan orbiters have been pit against each other. And here we got Dan Saltman just pissing his pants enjoying this. Weekend update, less than 10% have been donated, with all donations massively slowing down. 360,000 is remaining on the GoFundMes. And here we got the three GoFundMes here, and then the You Tried star. How the F is Frogan in the lead? Is her favorite same shot.
Yo, niggas turning this shit into a game is unironically the funniest thing is like ever, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. These motherfuckers deserve it, bro. They played at stupid games and they got stupid prizes. Tough.
Pitching in after she single-handedly put Now click this video or every one of your current or future children turns into devout Hassan fans.
Absolutely
Avengers
not.
level threat. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
You already know though. Shut up, my glorious love king. More Pegasus. Love to see it. Of course, that was. They are not desperate after losing everything. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video though, feel like you're done. Down description, first link, share the love of more Pegasus once more. Final opinion, conjecture. Short and sweet, because we already know the main conjecture. They're cooked, and of course Hassan's going to be sweeping. But yeah, more or less, like, to all this factor, like, yeah, like I just came off of saying not like a minute ago, stupid games, you win stupid prizes. They kept coming around being stupid on this John, pretending as if there was only harassment campaigns coming towards them, and as if they weren't doing anything, of course playing that plausible deniability and not taking accountability. And guess what? You gonna have to take some accountability for this lawsuit. Denims, Frogan, Kaceytron. So that's tough. And oh boy, the aftermath and the fallout of this boy, excellent. And we'll be here as it keeps going on. But other than that, once more again, shout out my glorious Slop King more Pegasus, and I'll catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.